Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I want to talk about the coming lunar eclipse that's due to occur November 30th. This will be a doozy because it precedes a solar eclipse 2 weeks prior to the solar eclipse that happens December 14th. And these eclipses are powerful. They are occurring in Taurus and Scorpio. So we've got this lunar eclipse that's going to be happening on the 30th of November, and it is actually going to be happening around 14 degrees of Taurus. But the sun is at 14 degrees, exactly opposite the moon. A lunar eclipse happens on a full moon. A solar eclipse happens on a new moon, and they always precede each other within 2 weeks because we go from the full moon to the new moon, from the new moon to the full moon. And the lunar eclipse is shedding light onto things. But you see, an eclipse is actually where the sun or the moon, and in this case it's the moon, becomes dark. And in the darkness comes the light, comes the revelations of truth that are about to be revealed at this time. Or soon after. Sometimes it may take between the lunar to the solar. But you see, usually the brightness of awareness comes with the full moon. And as it goes into its shadow of the eclipse, that's where all the things that have been hidden are going to be revealed. I know I've been talking about this a lot, and eclipses always do bring out things that we didn't know about, even in our personal lives. So be aware that something may be stirred or come to the surface. And another thing is, you can always go back to the last time these eclipses happened 18.5 years ago in the same sign, which would have been around the year of 2002. So there was a lot that came out concerning September 11th around the year of 2002. But think back to your personal life if you want to better understand what this eclipse, this lunar and solar eclipse, will mean for you. Now, around the eclipse season, which I consider from the lunar to the solar, that 2-week period is the intensity of it. And really, you start feeling eclipses the whole month that they occur. So I'm going to say, really, we're going to be affected by this eclipse in the month of November and December, of course. So you'll see more treachery. You'll see more violence. You will see more earthquakes. You will see more fires. You will see more, everything's exaggerating, turbulence, storms. Everything's brewing. Everything's coming to a crescendo with this eclipse energy. Because there are things that maybe at this moment that you're watching that you had no idea that are about to come about. And it will be enlightening more than anything, because that's what this is all about. This is about bringing the light to the dark. And in Scorpio, Scorpio in Taurus, nothing could be more intense. That degree of the sun and the moon opposing it, that degree is almost exactly conjunct the fixed star Antares, which is 15 degrees of Scorpio. And this is a star of war. So I'm thinking things are starting to heat up in a huge, big way. And this is going to be where there is explosive events. So I think there's going to be a lot of violence. And also in respect to the fact that Mars is retrograde and turning direct on the 14th of November. So this is almost like the revelations of what it's all about. The truth is coming out, and we didn't see it coming. So This will probably have an enormous effect on the US elections. Whatever's coming out, whoever you think the president is, I think it's going to reverse. There's something really dark about all this. Taurus, Scorpio, and plus Taurus and Scorpio, particularly Scorpio, can deal with deep, deep psychological healing. Remember, it's very reminiscent of the energy and definitions of the 8th house. The 8th house is about these really dark, deep things. And it can deal with metaphysics, it can deal with psychology, it can deal with scandals from the deepest sense of the word. So be aware of what is about to come and be revealed in this world. What's really interesting too, I have to say, this lunar eclipse is very reminiscent of Donald Trump's chart. He was born under a lunar eclipse, but it was exactly reversed. Where his moon is where the sun is. Where his sun is where the moon is. And so therefore, I'm thinking something of a great reversal is about to happen for him. Okay? This is huge. And Rahu, he does have a nodal return. Rahu is on his Rahu, and Ketu is on his Ketu. Rahu being in the 10th house, this is about his career, his position. It's all a huge event that involves his presidency and the elections. And the truth is coming out. So take it however you want with that, but you'll see when the time comes what I'm talking about and the reversal of events. So actually, after the 20th of November, when Jupiter shifts into Capricorn, it actually benefits in many ways Trump's chart. So as I said before, it may not be good at first, but it is later for him. And I'm telling you, he is instrumental in this big exposure that it's about to happen. And it's going to be all over the world. This is going to affect every country in the world. And as I said before, I think it really kind of affects, in many ways, China as well as Turkey. This eclipse season will affect both those places in a profound way. So this eclipse, the moon will be in Rohini, the nakshatra Rohini, which actually empowers the moon all the more because the moon rules Rohini. So it is this powerful placement in Taurus and being in this nakshatra. So, and the sun will be in Anuradha, which actually empowers Saturn. Saturn rules Anuradha. So this deals with government, politics, and it also so much deals with the economy and the changes of things to come. If this does bring the economy down, rest assured it's going to spike up by the beginning of the year. But this is sort of like nothing is finalized now. There is no finalization. The fighting, the protest, the anger, the hostility, the polarization that this opposition and full moon are about will change the world forever. The way that politics is done, the way that the whole system and the government will change forever with this month's time. And particularly, we may not even know who is in office for sure till December, because during this eclipse period, things will flip-flop in a most unusual way because of the information that's due to come out. And looking at where the Sun and Ketu come together, don't forget, this is in Scorpio, and Ketu is losses. And being with the Sun, this could mean some kind of loss around world leadership. And this is the troubling part where the reversal could take place. We need for people in government to play safe because there could be something crucial and damaging happening at this time. And the violence, the anger needs to come to an end. But I doubt that it will, because nothing will be settled by the looks of where this lunar eclipse is falling and where the solar eclipse falls. As a matter of fact, on the day of the solar eclipse, December 14th, we have Ketu and the new moon together in Scorpio with Mercury exactly on top of it. And Mercury being there represents that this is all about media. This is the culprit, this is the problem, this is where the issue lies. And everything will be revealed. That's the good news. All of this is going to, in the long run, create the peace that we all want. All of this had to happen for a divine reason, because it will change the course of history forever. Forever. And this is the divine guidance that is happening to the planet. It won't look very divine when it's happening, but it will be in the end. That's a promise. So I also want to make mention about my healing gems and jewelry. So look on my website, go to galacticcenter.org and see the gems and the jewelry, that the malas that I have. This is my favorite one, the turquoise one with the 7 planets, 7 chakras, and also earrings with the 7 chakras. It's wonderful reminders and tools to transform and help change your life through the power of mantras and affirmations. With each piece, you will be given an affirmation. When you practice these affirmations every day, as a remembrance with each piece of jewelry, put that energy into the jewelry, you have the potential to change your life, because that's the power of affirmations and mantras. I know they work, they're powerful, and I wanted to help others enjoy the benefit of mantra work and affirmation work. So check that out on my website. It's galacticcenter.org. And remember, if you want to learn Vedic astrology, go to my university website. You will love it. We have an incredible community of astrologers, and we speak weekly and learn together always. So go to my university website, check it out, University of Vedic Astrology.com. Thank you.